all. Yes. These additional restraints, I'm prohibited from knowingly coming within, yes, or knowingly remaining within 1,000 feet of the petitioner's residence, yes, workplace, school, the daycare of the or school, the minor's name in the table above. 1,000 feet seems like quite a long distance. Could you get me the IP addresses of all of those that I have the legal right to sue that happen to be oaths, badges, and attorneys? And I just wanted to know if anybody's been doing any doctoring of the images of those they dislike, Sheriff. Chief of Police. Oh, look at you, Chief of Police. Good for you. Hanko, it's Paul. Listen, is now respondent is from going within 300 feet of the First Baptist Church of Sequim, Washington. Now, it's one thing to say I can't go in a church. Is it another thing to say that I can't go near a church? Do you know how far 300 feet is? 100 yards. Then there's the Boys and Girls Club of Sequim. You know, I remember when I was having lunch at the Episcopal Church on Saturdays. And I had to walk across the street, as inconvenient as it was for myself, to kind of help myself to gauge, yes, a full football field away from the Boys and Girls Club of Sequim, yes. Now, it's one thing to say you can't go in a building, but exactly how do you establish the actual distance that you have to be from a church or a charity? Now, it seems like the court commissioner, whomever issued this, yes, 1,000 feet is 3 football fields. Did my wife move from Sequim, Washington, or she still lives there? If I went to Sequim, is it possible that you'd say she lives at any location of Sequim? Considering I don't know where she lives. Yes. Was there some sort of form I should have gotten from her at the time of her moving to Brennan if she lives there? Allegedly, that's where the crime took place. One of these Child Relocation Act and child custody laws where if... Oh, well, I'm going to sue you for that. See, you have actually obstructed my right to visit the city of Sequim. Yes, because I don't know where she lives. I don't know where she works. I don't know the daycare. I don't know anything about where my sons are at. And you said, well, you know where they're... Well, if she moved them out of the county to a different city because she's employed someplace else, yes. Is there an obligation on the part of the petitioner to revise the protection order or modify it? Or you're going to continue to obstruct me from going to the Boys and Girls Club or the First Baptist Church or wherever else? Now, I know, okay, these restraint provisions, it looks like the 400 block of Sequim Avenue. Yes. The Sequim Police Department doesn't see that they actually can go to prison for 25 years. I know. You said I was in Sequim, Washington, but I wasn't. What's the actual address of the police department? 223 East 4th Street, Suite 10. Now, this is the district court. Yes. Contact information. Phone number is 417-456-0360. Emails web_dcl@co.cla. Are you not getting my emails in the police department? I was using your personal email addresses. Am I sending it to the wrong email? Because I noticed the sheriff's doesn't receive... Well, Clallam County District Court. You decided that you're not going to enforce the laws again, didn't you? You decided that, didn't you? Because this weapon surrender form where there's no protected person signature? Yes. And the petitioner didn't acknowledge? Yes. Forgery? Yeah. Or are these the same individuals? What are you doing? You're obstructing my lawful right to visit the city of Sequim without any concern of being arrested for not violating the restraint provisions. I can't walk within 300 feet of the Boys and Girls Club. Yes. I can't walk near Helen Holler. The middle school in Sequim. The high school in Sequim. I can't go to the library. I can't go near a church. Do you want to explain why it is that these restraint provisions are still in place when they do or don't live in Sequim, Washington? Now, a lot of people would have a difficult time understanding that because they've been playing football for the Quilcene football. Ouch. Quilcene High School. Oh, does a school district not feel any compulsion? Now, I mentioned this call the FBI. This was when I first went to jail for a failure to appear, Judge Porter. Now, I know you didn't certify the arrest. It's not important, officer. It doesn't matter if you don't actually put your own signature there. You probably say, I was never arrested. I didn't spend 27 days in jail. I already mentioned that as a lawsuit that you did not certify that you arrested me. Yes. Now, I just wanted to know, okay, this 1023 Kitchen Dick Road, is there still a Kingsway Foursquare Church at that location? And have they been getting letters from somebody that I should have received? I mean, we think about the address as being just last known address, Judge Landis, yes, and that the courts are the only ones that would have sent anything to that address, an actual Church of the United States, one of these charities, 501c3, yeah. But considering the number of times I put that as my address on my drives and on Facebook, yes, 1023 Kitchen Dick Road. Did the pastor of that church actually say mail returned unclaimed, as in I was no longer a resident there? Yes. Did the state of Washington try to send me something at that address? Of all the agencies in this state and every state, how many of them use the last known address outside of Clallam County and Jefferson County? Is it, well, if you don't change the address, Officer Dick White, and you put me down as homeless, yes, Port Angeles, Washington, address as homeless, yes, and then you issue a failure to appear and you send it to that address, yes, because I know this is from the state of Washington when I was in jail, yes. On 10/11 of 2016, Judge Porter, for 27 days. It would have been sent to 1023 Kitchen Dick Road, Sequim, Washington? Yes. Is this one of these automated types of systems that court systems have where they issue what's known as a summons, subpoena, or notice? Where it's the state of Washington, the county of Clallam, and the city of Sequim, yes, versus Paul Budnick, Paul Chad, yes. Citation number, it's a traffic citation. Is that a civil contempt of court violation, or is it a criminal violation without any signature of the alleged victim? Now, allegedly, the citation date was, oh no, that is the actual date of the citation. And then the notice date was on the 27th of 2016? Yes. And this was on 6th day of September 2016? Yes. Now this is a warrant for my arrest. You were sending notice of court hearings on the 27th? Yes. To 1023 Kitchen Dick Road. Now, I had mentioned in that email my response as a citizen. Yeah, I did know that the court date was the 27th of September. I think I had been to court at some point. Yes. But, wait a second. Oh, wait a minute here. The notice date, yes, but then you are hereby summoned required to appear at the district court on this day and time for a hearing, yeah, a review hearing. I was in jail at that time, yes. Why'd you send it to that? Just looking at it, Judge Porter, yes. I did know there was going to be a hearing on the 27th, yes. I wanted to reschedule the mental health evaluation. Yes. Now, this was done on the 26th day of September of 2016, one day before the court hearing. Yes. Where you arrested me on, hang on just for a second. Oh, look at this. I think it says it was a Saturday when I went to lunch there. Yes, yes, yes. Now I know it's here, right here. You arrested me on the 24th day of September. Yes, a Saturday. The 25th would have been a Sunday. Pooh, was there an arraignment hearing on the 26th? Yes. Right here, the 26th day of September. I got to see the court. I got to see the Judge Porter on the Monday after the arrest, and the notice date was for a hearing on the 27th. Oh, isn't that convenient that you happened to arrest me? Yes. Just, well, really after arraignment, one day before the court hearing where we were going to have a little talk about this court case? Yes. Something about, hang on just a second, because it looks like it was all premeditated to happen right before the date of the court. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Now, do not use email, 5th day of January 2016. Yeah. And then done this 11th day of October 2016. Yes. And we were going to have a review hearing of the mental health evaluation on the 27th. Yes. The 11th day of October. Oh, look at it. I was in court that day. I refused to sign this. Yes. Refusing to sign. Yes. Now, when I emailed the public defender's office, yes, and told them I wanted to reschedule my mental health evaluation, yes, for the 19th, the 20th, and the 21st, yes, and you decided to issue a failure to appear, yes, on the 6th day of September, and it was issued, actually faxed to the Clallam County District Court records on the 7th of September, yes. You waited until one day before the 27th. See, you didn't want a court hearing on the 27th, did you? You didn't want to reschedule the mental health evaluation. What you wanted to do was to make me appear in court without notice. Yes. Now, these notices that you seem to think are arbitrary, pooch, as if there were no due process laws involved in them. I think the Sequim Police Department intentionally planned to arrest me on the 24th. Now, was I there 7 days before that? Pooh. That would have been the 17th of September. Pooch. Was I there 7 days before that? Pooch. Was I there on September 10th? Well, since I was going there to eat every Saturday, yes, as far as I can remember. Now, they might have... I wasn't there. Did you look for me on each of those Saturdays? Exactly what the fuck are you doing? Okay. What are you doing? Why don't you get me last known address? And then every state agency... every federal agency that would have had the last known address as 1023 Kitchen